My name's Smyth, and this is my design challenge. My design challenge began as create an agile working space that serves everyone at my organization. And this is where the process begins and ends, the double diamond. We start with the general problem statement, we have research, insights, ideation, and prototypes. We discover, define, we develop, and we deliver a specific solution. I used a number of research methods, and I'm going to talk about two specifically. Method 1 was a face-to-face interview. The subject was my colleague Tina. I interviewed Tina on the 20th of July for 30 minutes and I recorded the interview. My second method was customer journey mapping. This was a fairly extensive process. You can see a lot of the steps that we went through. And the subject was Dan. From my research, I gained a number of insights. From method 1, my first insight was that the space should be physically comfortable as well as practical. Method 1 insight 2 was that there should be guidelines in the area to ensure common understanding of how Agile works. Method 1 insight 3 was that the space should be inspirational to encourage creativity. And method 2, insight 1, was that the space should be versatile to allow different types of activity. Method 2 insight 2 was that the space should incorporate agile tools and tips to ensure that it's being used as intended. Through my research, I realized that I would need to revise my design challenge, and it became create an agile working space that is inspirational, comfortable, and which informs and guides agile working processes. The specific insights that led to the revision of my challenge were that I identified a desire for an inspirational space. I identified a desire for a clear association between physical comfort and creativity, and also that there was a desire for guidance and clear processes around agile processes. So that led to a prototype, which was an agile working space that is inspirational, comfortable, and which informs and guides agile working processes. The prototype had three elements. Element 1 was inspirational artwork. Element 2 was agile tools and tips. Element 3 was versatile furnishings. I used my prototype for an ideation and iteration process, which was a 2-day whole of organization live consultation and ideation and iteration process on Slack. So how did that work? I created a dedicated Slack channel. Every person in my organization was invited. They were given 48 hours to contribute. A range of options were presented. Everyone voted on the presented options, but critically they were also given the option to upload their own options. These were voted on too. I found that the artwork choices changed, the agile tips and hints changed, even the furniture changed. And through that process, organizational input was achieved, buy-in was achieved, and a human-centered design was achieved. And this is what it looked like. You can see there were votes, we had communication, we had chat, we had iterations, we had reiterations, and in the end, an agile working space designed for and by its users was achieved. And these were the final elements that came out of the process. This is our inspirational artwork. These are our agile hints and tips. And this is comfortable, versatile furnishings. We followed the double diamond. We went through a research process that led to a revision of the design challenge. We used a prototype for further research and iteration, and in the end we achieved a truly human-centered design that solved the design challenge.